What is up, guys? Kevincage back with another Xrp update. This video is an absolute must-see, so props to all that can stick around for this one. So first things first, we are on AWS's marketplace website, and yes, we know they are a partner of Ripple. Now keep in mind, without hype, guys, it does not take any skill at all to become a partner of AWS. Every single blockchain project, almost every company in the world is a partner or has leveraged AWS. So please take that with a grain of salt, but it's going to lead into my next point in obvious massive connections for the company Ripple, for the digital asset XRP, even XLM and Ethereum. So be sure to stick around, appreciate all that, like and subscribe. First things first, we can see AWS partner profile Ripple. We know RippleNet overall is a decentralized global network of banks and payment providers. Using Ripple's distributed financial technology, we can see they connect banks, payment providers, digital asset exchanges, and corporates or corporations. Now, this sounds vaguely familiar, and I know we hear the quotes and we hear even Brad Garlinghouse say, just like Amazon was Amazon of books and became Amazon of goods, logistics, even just e-commerce, Ripple aims to become the Amazon of payments, and I wholeheartedly believe they have a very good chance of doing so. Already a decacorn company from even 2 years ago per the valuation of $10 billion. So while everyone is doubting, while everyone is afraid, this is the time when I am essentially, doubling my positions whenever possible. So this is not financial advice. Please do your own research, and I hope you guys liked the previous 2-minute video I uploaded showing the new CEO of Amazon giving some additional commentary. Now, that was actually several years ago talking about leveraging distributed ledger technology, and of course he mentioned Ethereum and Hyperledger Fabric. We do know that Ripple the company joined the Hyperledger consortium years ago as well, and of course I did link all the sources in the pinned comment for that. So Xrp, we know this webpage has not been updated in a while. We know it's called ODL, On-Demand Liquidity Today. Love the name. I think it's a lot more simple. We can see Lian. We do know that American Express, a huge RippleNet partner, did a 50-50 joint venture with them as well to get better into China. I did that video, 2 weeks ago maybe, talking about essentially Ripple already integrating with at least 70% of the volume that can go into China with not only Union Pay, but dLocal, and they're expanding throughout Brazil as well. So RippleNet members just showing some big banks, some huge institutions, and some other just remittance companies, so something to note. And then we can see this, and I know this has already been viral, probably months ago, maybe even 2 years ago, but I just want to show this for any newcomers before my next point. So Xrp Ledger, and this is still on AWS's marketplace website, Amazon Web Services, showing Xrp Ledger as a decentralized cryptographic ledger powered by a network of peer-to-peer servers. Home of XRP, blah, 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 talking about the difference in terms of versus Bitcoin and the, uses per transaction, like the electricity. It's not sustainable. It goes nothing in line with what the Economic Forum would like. I think it's pretty evident, but just kind of pointing all this out. A single transaction of XRP uses a negligible amount of electricity and takes 4 to 5 seconds to confirm. Again, every time the whole network reaches consensus, this to me is just a ledger that will be, and I mean, it already is adopted by some very large banks and financial institutions because it's had, even on the xrpl.org website, you can see 60 million plus ledgers closed without fail. That is something that banks can get behind and leverage and utilize and hopefully scale in the future. So, anyways, shared this, and this was also on Twitter, and I think I retweeted some as well, and just showing you guys, these are old videos of the new Amazon CEO, but he understands the benefits of distributed ledger technology and Hyperledger Fabric, and of course Ethereum, one of my holds. Amazon has only grown bigger since this video. You guys can see the original video. I did link it in the source, or in the pinned comment of this video. And I just think it's very, very obvious. So right here, Amazon's managed blockchain talking about distributed systems as well. But then back here, just talking about this quantum ledger database, this QLDB, talking about the benefits, immutability. We can see verifying, security, transparency, highly scalable, fast. Yes, and please let it be known, guys, in this video, I'm not saying it's 100% XRP, 100% Ethereum, or anything like that. What I'm saying is there's going to be both centralized permission databases in this ecosystem, but there's going to be more and more distributed ledgers as well. There are trade-offs for each one. Of course, centralized systems and databases can scale higher and process things faster, but there still is and resides the issue of what? Trust and interoperability. So there's going to be a combination of all these things, and those that are aware of this will still be aware to catch this trend. And this is happening with or without us. So we know with, Hyperledger, we saw American Express in the it's linked below in this pinned comment for this video of this new Amazon video I uploaded, that 2-minute one. It's in that video, not this one, excuse me. And we're aware that American Express, Amex, huge RippleNet partner, talks about the benefits of Hyperledger. They talk about the benefits of Ripple. They talk about the utility of these ecosystems. We know Stephen Thomas, when he was the CTO for Ripple, was developing Java implementations for Interledger protocol as well. We know they joined Hyperledger Consortium years ago. I even showed you, let's see, right here, even leveraging Stellar for settling transactions on Hyperledger Fabric Network, going over the cases, going over integrations, talking about achievements. Very interesting, specifically because we know that now Circle, USDC, and essentially Stellar, the blockchain, are completely integrated now. This is all about future-proofing these organizations, these systems, these networks for the future Internet of Value. And then that Internet of Value will become an internet of autonomy, an internet of assets, an internet of anything you can even fathom, even the internet of movement that we've shared in the past with Ripple, QNT, and just so many other assets, so many other altcoins, guys. There's not going to be one winner in the space, and I know there's, 5,000 plus, 6,000 plus cryptos. I haven't even checked CoinMarketCap. There's the ones that survive, whether it's, a couple thousand, a couple hundred, a couple dozen, that are, open and permissionless that we're investing in, and they don't go to zero, they will absolutely explode. And like the network, a sustainable and valued network, or valuable network, is in the best interest of everybody in all the players, depending on the asset, I should say. All right, so right here, this is very, very obvious. I'm going to speed through this. I know you guys know this. So Visa. Now we know Earthport, they were acquired by Visa for hundreds of millions of dollars. Earthport is a well-known hub and spoke model RippleNet partner. If you watch all the old videos of Chris Larsen, executive chairman of Ripple, discussing Earthport, Swift, and many other groups, you know that it is a central part of their overall plan. Again, multi-currency sounds like the perfect participant for Ripple or partner. We also know Visa, the head of Visa, or one of them, is part of the global Crypto Council, the future Crypto Council of the World Economic Forum, essentially the world leaders, the 1% of the 1%. That also involves the Stellar CEO, Donell Dixon, who's spoken at the IMF panels, International Monetary Fund. We know Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple, and many other people. Now, Anchorage, as we can kind of speed through here, they can operate as a federal bank in custody crypto. And let me actually read that specifically, operates as a crypto bank with a federal license. I typed all this so quickly. Now, Anchorage, as we know, this just happened with Brian Brooks. We know, other groups like Avanti and Kraken have gotten other types of licenses and banking charters, but nonetheless, something to watch. You could see Michelle Bond, formerly at Ripple, and I loved her little, those Ripple drop videos and her commentary with even Monica Long in the past, just explaining, we at Ripple are actively engaged with 40 to 50 of the world's biggest central banks. Words mean things, all right? Network effects are very, very powerful. It's not just XRP. The network effects make that and this asset and the potential of it even more valuable in my eyes as well. Now she becomes the CEO of ATOM, Association for Digital Asset Markets. This happened a few months back as well. So you can just see all the chess pieces moving. So we went from there, went from Anchorage. We talked about this as well in the past. Digital custodian Anchorage added XRP last year, storage for institutional customers. Institutional is what I want to highlight as well, and that's something to note. Right here, Visa signals further crypto ambitions with API pilot for bank customers to buy Bitcoin. Oh, look what I highlighted. Anchorage. Visa's working with Anchorage to allow the customers at traditional banks to buy and sell digital assets such as Bitcoin. I know we want institutional money. We say it's coming. Well, obviously, it's already been here for years, but there's going to be more and more money that comes, provided utility, regulations provide clarity, everything continues to grow and push forward. So pretty evidence. And then even right here, this is on ATOM's website. Remember, Michelle Bond is now the newly appointed CEO, as we can see here, talking about Anchorage. Now we can see BitGo. We do know, if I can pull it up in a minute, I'll show that up, because we know that years ago they developed enterprise-grade wallets for XRP. So for those of you that say there's no obvious connections for XRP, I really do not know what to tell you. Please research more. Genesis, Symbiont, we've talked about these, Galaxy Digital, Mike Novogratz, whether you love him or hate him, billionaire. All right, now let me keep speeding through here. This is AWS, talking about Stellar. This is a really good read. I did link it in that other video, that 2-minute Amazon video. Right here on utility scans, so you guys can visit this website. I'm just waiting for, ODL volumes to rocket. I know with the allegations of the SEC, we shouldn't really expect this to just take off right now, but nonetheless, I will be watching. You can see the corridors: Philippine peso, euro, and US dollar, which is very peculiar since it's already a very liquid corridor. But things to note, pay attention to. And I'm grateful. I can't pronounce the gentleman's name, but I do follow him on Twitter, who essentially made this website. Really grateful for you. And just amazing work, so love this. Now, we have Crypto Whale, guys. Definite follow on Twitter. We can see Amazon's revenue from 2007 to 2020. And as I reference all the time, go back in the that one app, and you can go watch the old articles that were in like 2000, 2003, and you can see what these like CNN and all these other groups were saying about internet companies and stocks. They said stay away from Apple and Amazon stock or shares because they're internet companies and they're too volatile. That's what they scared or used to scare everyday people out. And what happened to those stocks? I don't need to remind you. So we can see the growth, 15 billion, and now today, even 2020, $1 billion. It went from 15 to 386 billion plus. And we obviously, understand and expect them to keep going. It'll be a bumpy road. There's pullbacks that are only natural and healthy when, huge markets are growing, but nonetheless, very interesting. Now, I wanted to switch this Amazon revenue, these billions of dollars, with the future on-demand liquidity volume for XRP, and I may need some bigger numbers someday if XRP solves its problem, because in the scheme of things, we are not even cracking these numbers yet. Nonetheless, it is exciting. We do know that XRP did pass $2.4 billion thus far in notional value. So can you imagine when we're doing this on a monthly basis and then go to a daily basis, because we know real-time payments are not going to be 5 days a week or not on holidays. They're going to be 24/7, 365. And then in economics, guess what paradox will take place? Jevons paradox. So yes, I'm kind of excited. All right. Again, these were all that I screenshotted and posted on Twitter. That little thread. They were all on CoinDesk, a subsidiary of, not Grayscale, Digital Currency Group, an early investor in the company Ripple. So just kind of going through this as well. All right, and then right here, BitGo built enterprise wallet for XRP. This was back in 2017. I, personally believe there's going to be huge institutional demand, and there still will be for XRP in the rest of the world. All the world's a stage, and we're going to be curious and keeping up with all the developments of course, the SEC. All eyes are on that. We saw Ripple's response. I love it. They are finally freaking demanding that we get clarity. Is it a security or not on a going forward basis? And I think you guys understand. It could be scary. There could be more FUD ahead. But if we get that clarity, I will finally believe that I will never have to make a video about XRP when it's under 50 cents or under $1. And that will feel so nice because it, I believe in this asset, obviously, because I wouldn't stick around this long and still hold it and continue to buy. But man, it's going to be so much better when people are in a better mood and price is actually sustainably higher, not just these pumps and dumps of, any early speculative market. Right here, Anchorage obtains federal license. We already talked about this. Michelle Bond, building trust. And okay, so this caught my eye. I did see XRP Crypto Wolf retweet this as well, but I follow CoinDesk religiously. So Jack Ma's Ant Group agrees to restructure after pressure from China's regulators. Now, I'm going to be careful what I say here, guys. I'm sure there's people that are following these developments in this digital Cold War and the BRICS nations a lot better than I am. And I'm sure there's smarter people that will be able to provide some good commentary under this video as well. If you have any thoughts with this or any connections, we know that, Jack Ma wasn't seen for a while in the past, so I have to keep up with this, but just understand, Ant Group, one of the biggest IPOs in the world as well. A lot of things that are threatening certain nations potentially, or just certain wealthy people. So all the world's a stage. I definitely think this will come back in the future. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. If you guys have any opinions or thoughts on this matter, please comment down below. I'm going to look more into it later as well. Besides, I already read this article. All right, right here, XRP Crypto Wolf. New York Digital Investment Group has $25 billion in Bitcoin on its institutional order books. In quote, my partners bought more Bitcoin in 2020 than 2013 to 2019 combined, as our fiat businesses continue to inflate because of, the consistent printing. I expect we'll buy more Bitcoin in the next 2 years. Now, I'm not advocating to buy Bitcoin by any means, just sharing a quote, sharing what, again, we can see the NYDIG founder and chairman says, Ross Stevens. Now, we also know that Chris Larson custodies some XRP with this group as well. Interesting. So we'll keep an eye on that. Now, Martin Volk, love the new hairdo. We have Spark Flare tokens, or Flare Spark tokens. The ticker is FLR. It's only currently available on bitrue.com. Links are in the video description. And yes, I know it is only an IOU, but nonetheless, you can see this. And he did share this, and I retweeted it. It is on livecoinwatch.com if you want to visit there, and you can see the coin price of Spark. So pretty crazy. We are sitting at 25 cents. The network has not even launched yet. We understand how much collateral can set aside with the 2.5x position. So nonetheless, guys, I think if Flare Networks is successful, which I believe it is, I think it's completely doing something different that no other group has ever done. It's truly not even replicating. It's on the leading edge doing what's never been done before in terms of reaching consensus, in terms of interoperability with these systems and unlocking value. That's why I'm excited. And I think that, if successful, it will have obvious benefits for the price and performance of XRP as a digital asset. We know that Ripple also funded Flare Networks, so they have vested interests for it to succeed, unlocking value in Litecoin, Dogecoin, potentially even, of course, Ethereum, but Bitcoin and some of the bigger locked types of, or trapped liquidity in this ecosystem. So yes, I'm so excited. Please, if you have not already, look into AVAX, Ava Labs. The token is called Avalanche. It's AVAX. I know it came out a long time ago, like even just like last April when I found it, but please go look into it. It is just absolutely insane. All right, and also Martin, love the new hair, man. You should go half and half and just do two-face. I think I already tweeted that. Love it. And last but not least, guys, I wanted to give a massive shout out to Thinking Crypto. This is Tony, and he had an interview with the former SEC official. We can see Joseph Hall is a partner of the law firm Davis Polk and was the managing executive for policy at the SEC. He weighs in on the SEC Ripple XRP lawsuit. Joe recently wrote that article titled Ripple Token Case Highlights Need for SEC Clarity on Crypto. I absolutely love it. I know I did a long video reading it verbatim because it was just so jam-packed with info. If you've not read that report, literally just go type in, let's see, the Ripple Token Case Highlights, or you could probably find it on davispolk.com. Watch this interview. Very interesting. He shares literally the same points that a lot of people in the XRP community share, saying, why is the SEC doing this now? They had 8 years to do this. Ripple was regularly meeting with the SEC, making sure, and you can see this on the public calendar, people. What is going on? Is this just some type of big play? Are new administrations battling and duking it out? Is it part of the greater plan to get clarity, or is it to try to smash and mess up Ripple for good? I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below, but nonetheless, please watch this interview. I just clicked on the 11 minutes mark because both of them had like a normal face. If I did an interview, I would always just have like the dumbest looking derp face every single time in any picture. But nonetheless, guys, love this. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will be getting more info out. There's so much coming out, so please hit the bell icon and I will catch you in the next one.